Hey folks, Shawn here. It's been forever since I've done one of these videos, and maybe I'll explain why in another video. But the purpose of this is to do a little run through of the reading that I have to do tomorrow at my old high school. It's International Literacy Day, and they've invited me back to do a reading to a class of 10th grade students. I was thinking about doing a reading from one of my books, but I'm not sure that the 10th graders are actually ready to hear some of that. At least their teachers would probably not approve. So what I've decided to do is to read a chapter from Sir Sidney Poitier's book, his memoir. I think it was his second memoir, The Measure of a Man, which of course became really huge throughout the United States and the world, particularly after Oprah Winfrey named it as one of her book club choices. Um, you know, I think most of our American cousins have adopted Sir Sidney Poitier as one of their own, but really, he is a son of the Bahamian soil, and he is somebody that I have always idolized and have really come to treasure, even more so as I've grown older. And this is a chapter from his memoir, The Measure of a Man. And I think I'll read a bit of this tomorrow to the kids. Even up to the day I left her, he's talking about his relationship with his mother. Even up to the day I left her to go to Florida at age 15, I didn't really understand who she was. And here the dark side of me entered in. Shortly before I left, I said to her that when I got to America, I wasn't going to write to her or send her any money. That was the most hurtful thing I could say. Because by long tradition in the Bahamas, that's simply what you did when you went to America. You always sent back money. But hurting her is what I had set out to do, getting a little bit of revenge for something that she had done. What? I don't now recall. And separating as teenage boys need to do. But as I was leaving Nassau for good, she did a fabulous thing. My older brother, who was living in Florida, was working for some white people in Miami Beach. Occasionally, he would get clothing handed down to him, and he would put it in a box and send it all to Nassau, to the family. And once, in just such a box, came a shirt that my mother had set aside for me. It was a shirt that I wore infrequently because it was such a nice shirt. She thought it would be wonderful since I was leaving if she put new buttons on it. She put on those new buttons and she buttoned my shirt and prepared to send me off. This is really fantastic stuff. I'm so looking forward to sharing it with the kids tomorrow. I'll let you know how it goes, no doubt. Cheers.